How would you feel if a 50-year-old man called and said he was your 6-year-old nephew?
Hello and welcome to the Final Podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to.
Your final bros are here. It's Brian Hopper-LaGrassa and Shane, Mr. MIA during the reception Smith.
I disappear from time to time.
You do.
And we are talking about Old, our second movie of M. Night Shyamalan month, M. Night Shyamalan August. We didn't get a clever name.
What a ring to it. M. Night Shyamalan August. You're hyped. You were always a hype man, a hype beast.
Yes, I don't just get hyped. I stay hyped. Mojo Rawley, all credit goes to him.
What's he doing nowadays?
I don't know. Honestly,
Does he work for like a fish store?
Maybe he works for Nike. Who knows?
Nice.
But you know what I hate, Bri? Getting old.
Me too.
It's the worst. Your hip hurts. Your ankle hurts.
But then I hit you all at once.
Yeah, especially
fast.
when you're on a magnetic beach.
Rocks.
Yes. Is this possible? Can rocks make you age rapidly if the magnetic force of the Earth is connecting with them?
Is it just like rapidly, like your cells just
Deteriorate pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Probably not.
But I like it.
It's an interesting idea.
It is a very interesting
Leave it
idea.
up to Shyamalan. See, this feels more like a Shyamalan-y type of
This is so Shyamalan.
Yeah, like even the vibe, like more than Knock at the Cabin, this is more Shyamalan.
Yes, because the thing with Knock at the Cabin is, so Shyamalan does the thing where writing children, they're weird. They have quirks.
They have quirks. Yeah, because even you can say Knock at the Cabin, the girl's just collecting bugs.
Yes, but like the kid in Signs, it's very strange. The water being left everywhere, and it's like super adulty. And now like this kid here, he's like, "Hi, name and occupation, please."
It's funny, Shane.
It is.
He becomes friends with a lot of people with this personality.
Super friendly kid.
He becomes
so
friends with,
friendly.
What's his name? What's the little kid's name?
Oh, it's Trent.
No, the kid's friend.
Oh. Well, I actually don't remember that kid's name. Trent? What is the kid's name?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up now.
Favorite mug?
Adib.
Adib.
Yeah, it's Adib.
Sure.
Or Idlib. Idlib. Yeah. Idlib. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not like being an asshole. It's literally spelled Idlib.
So here's my bone to pick with this movie.
Okay,
I'm just gonna
pick it.
toss it out.
Pick
right
it.
now.
There's bones in this movie.
Why the fuck would M. Night Shyamalan, if he's creating a movie that is supposed to be in English, have his leads with such thick accents that are so hard to understand?
Yes.
I have no problem with a foreign movie and reading subtitles.
Yes.
However, when you try to like blend the two, it becomes very difficult when you can't understand your leading actors and actresses.
Yes. Okay. So, I looked up. The dad was born in Guadalajara, and the mom was born in Luxembourg.
Where's Guadalajara?
That one I don't know. I know Luxembourg is right by like Ukraine, right? It's like in that area.
It's in Europe, yeah.
Yeah. The accents are just very thick between the two of them.
Mexico.
Do you know that? And like, I don't know. They were tough to understand at times. They're the only two characters that are tough to understand.
Yeah, like they're the leads.
I know.
Why are your leads that hard to understand?
I know.
Like, it was a bad idea, in my opinion.
Because it came off as bad acting at times.
100%.
And I feel like, yeah, I don't know, man. It wasn't pretty at times. Everyone else, for the most part, good. Like,
yeah, they got the kid from Hereditary when he plays Trent as a middle-aged kid.
He was good.
Alex Wolff.
The girl who, what's her name? Maddox. Good. I liked her. The couple, the nurse and the
the guy that the nurse and the lady that with the seizures.
Yes, I like them. They were good.
I loved I absolutely love. It's such a Brian character.
I know. Charles.
Rufus Sewell is.
Yeah.
Rufus Sewell is
Charles.
Charles. He's so funny, dude. He is so funny, and then he just breaks.
Oh my God. He's a violent schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Which is not my terms. Actually, what they describe him as is in this movie as you learn what's going on.
It's that movie with Jack Nicholson and Marlon Brando.
Bro, it's so wild.
What is the movie? I don't
even know if it's a real movie.
Easy Rider? No. I don't think Marlon Brando's in that. The Missouri Breaks, the old Western drama.
It's that movie, you know. You stealing from me? Get out of my yard.
Yeah, they're both in that movie. The Missouri Breaks.
Damn. The one girl, the one who plays like his wife, she was in Neon Demon.
As what? Like a model or something?
I think she was one of the models. It says she was Sarah, which I think is one of the people that gets... Is that the girl that gets killed in the hotel in that movie? That's a movie I forgot about, and now that I'm looking at, kind of want to do.
Yeah, it'd be a great movie for this podcast. It's a horror.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then we could follow up with another horror from Nicholas Winding Refn, and we could just do Valhalla Rising.
I'm good. God, he's a weird dude. All right, so let's we touch the characters. Are you ready to jump into the pit of spooky?
Yeah, let's do it. Old. Released in 2021, a family vacationing gets the M. Night Shyamalan treatment. By gaining access to a secret beach near their resort, they soon realize that a few hours at this beach can mean a lifetime. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan, stars Gail Garcia Bernal as Guy, Vicky Creeps as Priska, Rufus Sewell as Charles, Alex Wolff as Trent at age 15, Thomas and Mackenzie as Maddox at age 16, Abby Lee as Crystal, Nikki Amuka Bird as Patricia, and Ken Leung as Jaren. That's the cast.
Yeah.
I did it. We did it.
You did great. I have a question. Sure. Has nothing to do with this movie or M. Night Shyamalan. Why has Nicholas Winding Refn not really done a movie since Neon Demon?
Because I don't think his style
fits Hollywood anymore?
Yes. Kind of like for the same reason why David Lynch quit. I think people are over the style. I think that Nicholas Winding Refn is always going to be known as
the guy who did Drive.
As a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a one-hit wonder.
I like Neon Demon.
I like Neon Demon. I like Bronson. Only God Forgives is miserable.
See, that's how I feel about Valhalla Rising.
Well, that one's also bad.
Yeah.
It's long and nothing really happens.
Yeah. I just wasn't a fan of it.
And, you know, it's just got his, like, weird, like, his music, and his artistic style, but nothing really happens, even though Matt Mikkelsen's such a good actor.
He is great, but not in that movie. Interesting. I was just curious. All right, let's talk about Old. Yeah. This chair.
It needs to go.
Yeah.
It needs some oil.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's so squeaky. Okay, so let's talk about the family. We're going to see the family that's traveling.
And they speak good English.
They speak great English, some of the best I've ever seen. And they're going to this resort. It's this all-inclusive resort that the mom was emailed about attending. She like won a giveaway or something like that, so she was selected. And whenever you're selected to go to an all-inclusive resort...
You're trying to save your marriage.
I was also going to say something sinister lies there.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be a bunch of backgrounds, and there's loose mentions, but essentially this family, the whole idea is they're trying to... The kids don't know, but they are getting divorced. They're going on this trip as like a one last hurrah before they tell the kids.
Yes.
That'll be coming soon.
Also, the mom has a tumor.
Has a tumor in her gut.
Yes.
You'll find out. I don't know how big this tumor is, but I guess if the beach is deaccelerating their cells and increasing their rate of death, it's also increasing the size of the tumor.
Yeah, this thing grows rapidly.
I think it looks like a fucking cabbage in there.
When they pull it out, it was literally like a fucking egg sack. It was gross. Yeah, so they're at the resort. They're interacting with the people. They're at the beach.
We're fucking.
They're all fucking. We're all fucking here.
Nobody is. I think this is PG-13.
No, not a single person fucks. This is the one resort in the world where no one fucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because they're all dying of a disease.
Yeah, so they're gonna go to the. They are. They're gonna go to the resort,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're gonna. Hey, we're at the resort.
Yeah.
I mean, on the drive there, you see how annoying the kid could be, but he's got some. He could be annoying, but at the same time, like, what's your name and occupation?
Yep, he walks around the beach saying, "Hey, what's your name and occupation?" Important though, because that's how we find out there's a cop.
Yeah, there is a cop there. It is important. It does come back.
That's literally why that is a character trait of this kid, is to find out that one man is a cop.
Yeah, because they never bring the occupation thing later, which I thought they should have brought the quirk in when he's an adult. But they never do.
Nope.
And they could literally
Go.
They could literally find out he's a cop in so many other ways.
Yeah. It would have been very easy.
The man could have just been literally in a uniform.
Yeah. I also realized we have lied to literally everyone. There is fucking on this beach. There
is fucking. It's just not visually.
But there is fucking on this beach.
There is.
It's actually, that scene is sick. That whole scene is actually sick.
Yeah, it's like instant pregnancy.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into the juicy details. This couple, they're going through it. It's not going great. We're also going to see this random family. It's Charles, his wife, Charles's mother, and is this Charles and his wife's kid, or was this her kid before she met Charles? That's the one thing I couldn't figure out.
I don't think that's confirmed.
Yeah, it's not, right? It's never confirmed in this movie what it is.
Is it possible it's Charles' kid from another marriage?
I thought it was hers because she's really attached to the girl. So that's why I thought it was her kid.
Maybe. She got like this whole trophy wife thing. She's like hitting on the waiter. Like I don't know if she's just trying to do that to just nudge Charles.
That's what it seemed like. But man, God, I don't like her.
Yeah,
she's not likable. No,
she's not.
Yeah. So then, while they're having this dinner, though, seizure woman has her seizure.
She does, and they're such a nice couple.
I love them.
They
Super
make a little
sweet
joke. It was a seizure, and the husband, like after she's done, like, oh, you're just trying to soak up all the attention from everybody. Ha ha.
He's like, yeah, a real attention whore. I want the attention on me. I'm the male nurse. I didn't have a follow-up punchline to that, so
I'll take it.
Let's move on. Yeah. So once that woman has a seizure, the resort owner comes over to our main family, and he's like, "Did we tell you about this private beach that you guys want to trip to?"
He's like, "It's secluded. Mm-hmm. You guys will love it. Mm-hmm. Just don't tell anybody. It'll be our secret."
Yeah. So the next day, M. Night Shyamalan is their cab driver.
He is.
And he's going to drive the family and also Charles and his family over to this new beach.
Do you think sometimes when M. Night Shyamalan is in movies, he wants people to know he's there?
Yes. Did you realize in Knock at the Cabin, he was the infomercial guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He is in every one of his movies with a speaking line.
It is. And it's like I feel like the shot is just super focused on him.
Yeah. He's like, this is where I am.
In case you didn't know.
Hey. Yeah, so he's there. He drives them. He drops them off. He's like, yeah, you just go through that path. I can't come with you because, like, time constraints, but if you just walk there. Oh, and also take this basket of prepared foods that are in these Ziploc bags that you're going to need because you'll die otherwise. Enjoy. It's like, you could call me if you want me to come back, but otherwise I'll see you at 5.
Yeah, 5.
He doesn't come back at 5.
See, in 5 lifetimes.
Pretty much.
He doesn't come back at all. In fact, coming back means staring at them from atop a cliff. He does a lot of that.
He does. So, before they get there, though, we actually had saw a flash of this guy and girl. They were on the beach beforehand, and the girl goes swimming out into the ocean while he sat on the beach waiting for her. So that way, now when they get to the beach, these families, that guy is just sitting in a corner menacingly, that no one notices this hulking man is just menacingly sitting in the corner.
He's huge, dude.
Yes.
He's jacked.
He is. And
ripped.
He really is. He's jacked.
He's jacked.
And they just ignore that, and he's sitting there. They're just having a fun time on the beach. the other couple, the seizure nurse couple, show up. They're like, oh, we missed the cab, but they brought us here anyway. So we're here. They're having some fun until eventually Maddox is like, is that mid-sized sedan over there?
The star himself, famed, acclaimed, and just groovy rapper, mid-sized sedan is actually on this beach.
Honestly, one of my favorite jokes of this movie is that a rapper name is mid-sized sedan because it's very on brand with rapper names. Like now we're just going by like Lil Xanny and stuff like that. So,
Mid-sized sedan.
yeah, it's just random ass shit. What happened to good names like Eminem, J. Cole,
Timberlake.
Yeah, is he still around? Timbaland.
Is that what it is? Because I said Timberlake.
I think it was Timbaland. I think you just took Justin Timberlake and made him a rapper.
Made him a rapper. He could probably do it.
He probably could. So they're on the beach and everything seems normal.
It's a beach, Shane.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Besides the creepy Jack guy.
Yeah, other than that, everything else is totally normal. Until, like, the kids find a dead girl in the cave.
That sparks it. And
then they're like, why don't we ask that man who's been sitting there the whole time?
And I love because this is the trigger for, like, Charles' character, who's the doctor, to be like, okay, he's the reason for literally everything bad that's going to happen this entire movie.
And I'm never going to not harp on that point.
He's here. There's a dead body on this island. It's his fault.
All on him. All on him. While they're arguing over this, this thing happens where the kids grow exponentially.
Very fast.
Yeah. Because, like, Trent goes to his mom. He's like, my pants don't fit anymore. And she's like, sir, you are 4 feet tall. Like, you're 5 feet tall now. What happened?
Do they explain the reason totally for, like, why the kids are generating quicker than everybody else?
Yeah, it's just strictly because, like, at that age, like,
Cells?
you grow faster. So think of, like, where you would go from, like, a 6-year-old to 11-year-old, and then where, like, a 50-year-old to go to 55. Like, you don't see the difference in age there, but when you're younger, you see it more. So,
got it.
Yeah, so that's just all that is. That's why, like, at a point, like, you really don't see the adults age physically until they hit, like, 20 years down the line. Like, like when you look at us, like, for the most part, for the last, like, 6-7 years, we haven't, like, physically changed all that much. Maybe weight, but, like, other than that, fat. Like,
we've gotten fat.
I mean, I have. So
we've all have, Shane. We've gotten fat.
We're fat
fucks.
A bunch of fat fucks.
Yeah, but we go on this beach. We fucking on this beach.
Well, we're not. But you know who is fucking?
Who?
Trent, who is now 15.
He is now 15 and has a baby with his girlfriend.
Yes, who is the daughter of the other couple that was there. So they're just, like, laying in a tent together and like, yo, I feel different. He's like, my dick's starting to wiggle.
My God. Puberty.
Yeah, it be hitting.
Young kids. What are you going to do?
Dude, there is a line that is coming up that is so fucking funny. So they eventually come out of the tent, right? And they're like, okay, she's pregnant. This is an issue. And they're, like, yelling at them. And then Trent's like, I thought you had to have sex, like, 10 times. Yeah. And it's great, though, because you got to think, just because they're aging, like, their minds are growing, but they're not, like, learning new things. It's like so it's like whatever whatever they know is still what they know. So he's technically still kind of has, like, the mind of a 6-year-old, right? Like, I guess it developed, but, like, it's not like he would have learned what sex, like, does, like, how fast it works.
That's such a shitty life.
Like,
it's your day. Your life is literally like a couple days.
Yeah, think that man went from 6 to 50 in a day.
It's wild.
You lost your whole life.
It's like the life of some bugs.
Yeah.
It's actually even more cruel than a life of bugs. I think, like, a fly lives for, like, a week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is something
I'm
like
making
that.
up numbers.
I'm going to buy into it, and not just because it's late at night and it's hot. Like, I'm just going to buy in.
It's hot.
Yeah, I actually may be sweating.
No, you're good.
No, I'm not pitting. That's why we're gray in here. Now let's go to the crazy part. So since everything's aging so rapidly, the time of conception to the time of birth is about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
and the baby is birthed, and then the baby dies.
Yeah.
Because they didn't pay enough attention to it.
Because it was so fast.
Because it was so fast.
How could you?
So the baby is just gone.
So, like, honestly, like, are you going to be able to create civilization on this beach? Probably not.
It's impossible because you can't, like, procreate. Like you can't give the baby the attention and food fast enough.
Evolution, though, Shane, do you think that as beings we could adapt to this environment?
No,
you just die too quick.
You just die too quick, yeah. And then another important part is, like, why aren't they just leaving this this beach where they know they're aging rapidly? The magnetic fields of the beach, once you walk in through the tunnel, you get this, like, headache and stumble out and collapse. And it's because your cells can't adjust to not aging like that anymore, so it kind of, like, fucks you up and you're not able to leave. So you're literally in this aging prison.
Yeah, and they kind of make, like, a point of that in the very beginning with M. Night, like, driving them in, because Charles, who's, like, definitely, like, more of an aggressive character, is essentially like, hey, we've got kids here. Can you help us? And he's like, oh, no, you guys got it. I'm out of here.
Yeah, deuces. Charles's mom dies of old age.
Yeah.
She just croaks.
Mm-hmm.
She dies. Then
Charles just starts getting stabby. He will start getting stabby with the mid-size.
Yeah. Like, he keeps doing this thing where he's like, he has this knife, Charles, and he's like, you stealing from me or something like that, right? He, like, thinks he's our neighbor robbing him.
Yeah, he's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, and he just stabs and kills mid-size sedan at some point. And, like, they establish a rule on this beach, right, where if you get cut, you heal.
It happens when he first slices mid-size the first time. He slices his cheek and it heals. Yeah, and that's...
I think what it was is they said he was stabbing him so quickly is what killed him.
It does heal quick, but if he just fucking
stabs open, that's what, yeah. Well, because that's like, all right, so then we could talk about the tumor scene. There's the scene is the woman's tumor is like a golf ball size, and then like 5 minutes later, they're like, it's the size of a cantaloupe.
It literally looks like a fucking cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Like it's some kind of alien sack. This thing is ginormous.
So they cut her stomach open, and the wound keeps healing.
They just, like, literally keep their hands in it.
Hands and hold it open so they can rip it out, and it's literally like it is basketball sized, maybe bigger.
It's huge.
And so this is where we're slowly starting to learn every person on this beach is sick. So the mom has a tumor.
The one girl has seizures.
Yes, the one girl has seizures.
The father has maybe a serial killer. No, he's
just a violent schizophrenic. Is his, because they actually make a point at the end. There's like, maybe we should stop putting the mentally ill with the physically ill. Yeah, because it leads to fights. No, doesn't the mid-sized sedan, he has a blood disease. So not all of them are sick because the families are just there. Because they even make a mention. It's like, maybe we shouldn't bring the families. But the whole idea is the whole family has to be missing, I guess, to get away with this. So yeah, everyone's just rapidly aging and dying and murdering each other. They're like, all right, maybe we can swim out. So they send the nurse guy out to swim. He drowns. He washes up on shore.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's like a champion swimmer, Shane.
Yeah.
He's going to just swim the ocean, but no.
He's dead.
I think, who finds his body? Is it the kid?
The kid finds his body again.
He's finding everybody's body.
Well, once they find his body, that's when the girl who was pregnant decides, I'm going to climb to the top, and I'm going to climb over.
She makes it about 75 to 80%.
Yeah, and then slips, falls backwards, hits her head on a rock, dies.
Yep. And you're right, that was like the mother's like...
breaking point.
That was her breaking point. Like,
yeah.
Then she just becomes a recluse and just starts dislocating every bone in her body.
So this is what I like to call her disease was Lord of the Rings, where she just hides in a cave and becomes Gollum.
Yeah, so like, I don't know, they do go there eventually. Is it Maddox and Alex that go there?
And it actually is really interesting.
Alex is the actor's name. I forgot the name of the
Trent.
character. Trent, yeah.
I actually like this because she's super like Beverly Hills trophy wife. So all of her face is plastic and fake. So since she's not getting her lip fillers, her Botox, you actually see her face melting.
Yeah.
She's like, don't look at me. I'm hideous.
Just throwing shit. Her body just starts contorting. Every time it touches something, it just contorts into another
because they say she broke her arm, but it instantly healed in the wrong place. So then her bones just keep breaking, and she's just this mangled mess.
Yeah.
It's actually a very creepy visual.
She kind of looks like if you slice up thin pieces of paper and just crumble it is what she looks like.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah. So at this point, it's just the family and Charles on the beach. Because the seizure woman dies of a seizure. Plot twist. Yep. Yeah. So everyone's just succumbing to either their disease or Charles being really stabby.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. He has homicidal tendencies, but he's a schizophrenic. He's a schizo.
He's a schizo. The dad is going blind.
Yeah.
The mom has gone deaf in one ear. So now when Charles is attacking them, they can't see or hear.
Nice. That's a good thing to put together. So
that's why they couldn't fend off Charles, because the dad can't see as he's being fucking filleted in the arm. I do love how they kill him with super tetanus.
Oh, with the rust knife?
Yo,
dude, the tetanus
with super tetanus.
It spreads so fast. As the mother stabs him, and it spreads throughout his body so fucking fast.
Cooked.
Yeah. You see it in his face and throughout his body, and he just dies.
So now all we have left is the family. The kids are probably in their 30s at this point. Mom and dad are in their 70s.
Yeah, they're old.
And they're just like, well, I kind of want to stay together now.
Yeah.
It all seems so irrelevant.
Were we fighting? I forgot what we were fighting about. And she's just like, I think we were fighting. And I think he just dies.
He does.
And then she walks into the ocean and then just dies.
So the kids go to sleep and wake up the next day 50.
They're 50 now, and they're like, you know what? I want to make a sandcastle.
And I get that.
And it made me immediately realize, because I'm going to be going on vacation.
Yeah.
And maybe I should invest in, like, sandcastle kits.
Honestly, I kind of miss making sandcastles.
I looked it on my Amazon immediately while watching. I paused the movie.
And got it?
I didn't.
Are they expensive?
Not really. I mean, you could get, like, a set for, like, $25.
That's not too bad.
I ultimately didn't, because I'm like, am I really going to be doing this on the beach? Probably not.
Nah, you're probably going to be falling asleep and then reading a book.
100%. Or working. No, I can't do that. But yeah.
I thought you actually took off this time.
I did.
There you go.
Work will sprinkle in. We all know that.
Never. It doesn't not sprinkle in.
Yeah. But yeah. The sandcastles look fun. I just don't know if how much I would actually.
No, that's fair. But they also have the mind of kids still. And that's when he's like, oh, wait, Idolib gave me this translation thing. It's stupid.
Is it now in his old age and experience being there one day, which is pretty much like 3/4 of his life?
Yeah.
Probably more.
He deciphers, and he's like, it just says, my father hates the coral. And they're like the secrets in the coral.
It's in the coral.
So they swim out to the coral. They got to go through the coral reef. And they never come up because you see the one girl gets her
Maddox gets her
dress caught in the thing.
Caught, yeah.
So M. Night's like, yep, they drowned. Success, pop the bottles.
They're like, did you make sure that you checked them long enough? He's like, dude, I checked for like a minute and a half.
Yeah. What are they, Michael Phelps? They ain't surviving a minute and a half underwater.
Want another incident again from...
Yeah, they just like mentioned some previous incident. And they're like, well, he drowned anyway, so they'll drown anyway.
I wonder what that was. They never mention it, right?
I think it's the guy who wrote the notebook they found.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what I thought anyway.
That makes sense, yeah.
So we cut now to M. Night going to the lab with everyone, and this is where we learn the
big reveal.
The big reveal is this guy discovered this island where people rapidly age. He takes people who are ill with disease to rapidly age their diseases so he can study their diseases and find cures for their diseases.
Yep. He basically puts them in this like experimental zone where they're cast off from everybody else, where he knows they're going to die, but it helps them benefit and ultimately profit by saving other people.
Because they found a medication for seizures where the woman didn't have a seizure theoretically for 16 years off of just one dose of the medication. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of like a human zoo.
I mean, I could see the benefits.
Yeah. It's very unethical. It's very Nazi-like.
Very Nazi-like.
So, yeah. The thing is, they didn't drown because it was only a minute and a half, and they made it to the resort.
They show you how they make it to the resort?
Yep. And just by swimming out, and they get there and they go right to the cop and they give him the notebook, which is literally a notebook of just hundreds of missing people, which he calls and they're like, oh, so they're missing and they're missing and they're missing. The police show up in like 45 seconds to this tropical island.
Compound.
Yes. Everyone gets arrested. Everyone instantly believes the story that they've aged 50 years. They're like, yes, I'm buying it. Because they're like, did you call your aunt? And then you're like, well, it was a little awkward saying I've aged 50 years, but she's going to see us.
Getting that call from a 6-year-old kid?
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Yep. That's old.
That is old.
Yep.
How'd
you feel about it, Shane?
I like it. Like, it's a good movie in the sense that I'm interested. Like, I'm the whole time I'm wondering why this is happening, what the reason for this happening is, what's going to be the twist to this one. I was taken out by the parents. They're just not good at all. I thought everyone else was very good. Like you said, Charles was very good. Mid-sized Sedan was great as like his role. Even like the melty face woman. Like everyone else was good. Really, the parents take me out of the movie a lot of the time. Yep. I did not like them in this movie at all. It really hampers a lot of the movie considering they're the main characters. But just off premise alone and like intrigue alone, I think I could fairly give this movie a 6. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't so interesting and engaging, it definitely could have been a lower rating. But I think 6 is where this movie lands for me.
I also have it at 6. Yeah, I think it fits comfortably there. This movie would be better if it had different leads.
Yes. This is definitely going to be the lowest rated movie of the Shyamalan month.
Yeah, for me too. It would sit more higher. Maybe, depending, but the leads need to be better. Unfortunately, I don't think they're that great for a lot of reasons, but I just don't think they were that great.
No.
Everything else I think was okay. Like the story idea is great. The ending is strong. I think like he finishes strong with the twist. The Shyamalan twist is good.
This is a good one.
It's a good Shyamalan twist. The idea is very interesting, however unbelievable it is. It's an interesting concept. It's gripping. Very Shyamalan-like. We said it. It's definitely got the Shyamalan feel, even from like that mystical fairy tale-like elements that we talk about that we get for Shyamalan often of like the fantasy and the unbelievable. Is there mixed in with the the horror subtext that like, oh my god, like we're rapidly getting older. It's scary. We're coming closer to like the
end.
Like the end, like the end of life, what that looks like how life could just pass you right by. Like it's creepy. And the idea of it is scary. But overall, good movie, just like I agree. Like, it's very evident how much you are taken off course by the acting of the main two.
So now for our Necronomicon section, we obviously have no shortage of kills again. I'm going with Super Tetanus.
Super Tetanus is a good one, man. Wait, there's some.
If you got another one, we haven't flipped the Necro in a while.
Do I have another one? Super Tetanus is pretty good.
I love Super Tetanus.
Super Tetanus is pretty great. I'm not going to lie.
I've never seen anyone die from Super Tetanus.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know if I've seen anyone die from just regular tetanus in a movie. So to die from Super Tetanus?
We can go Super Tetanus.
Charles, Mr. Super Tetanus, you were a great doctor. You removed a tumor that no one could. That is the size of a basketball. You were so quick. You were so fast. You were great. The problem was someone was on your lawn, stealing your things.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yes, didn't even think of it that way. Look at that. You're on fire.
Oh, thanks.
You know who else was on fire? Charles with the
Stab. Oh, Charlie Ripper.
Oh, the fire continues. You know what? I almost wanted to put you in the Necronomicon. You deserve to be honored. But no, instead we're putting Charles. So welcome to the Necronomicon, Charles. I hope you like Redmond. Oh, stab.
Ooh, Shaney, what are we doing next week?
Oh, baby, what are we doing next week? We are doing a great Shyamalan movie. It begins with a V.
Vivarium. That's not him.
No. We are doing the M. Night Shyamalan classic, The Visit. My classic, I mean, one that came out in 2015. But a lot of people like it. A lot of people said it was the comeback, the start of the comeback. Because he was just coming off After Earth, and people were like, your career is now over.
That's the one before this?
It went After Earth, and then he came back with The Visit. Like, I think he did After Earth and took a 3-year hiatus, rethought his life, and then did The Visit.
Maybe he's got to get back to horror movies.
Yeah, he has to not do passion projects of Will Smith and his son.
And Last Airbender and like... yeah.
Rough.
Awful.
Rough. But yes. Yeah. All right. So After Earth came out in 2013. Then 2015 was The Visit. So I'm excited. So that, you know what? Let's put you on your merry way and get you ready. We're the final podcast signing off, and we'll see you next week where we visit someone's grandparents. I don't know whose. Someone's.
We're going to visit. Alrighty, ready. We are well underway here, halfway done already.
How the time goes so fast.
It's
Man, I'm getting old.
Let's go on a visit then. We gotta
Let's do it. Let's go visit. You know what? I want to clean the stove.
Ooh. Alright, new episodes of the Final Podcast every Monday and Final Friday every single Friday. We'll see you next week.
Bye.